up in Sacramento.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Again, it's our Saturday Masters show. We are talking. We don't do this a lot, but we're talking about the stuff that's going on with the golf tournament for the weekend. We're going to go to the phones here real quick. Welcome to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Hello. Oh, we lose him? I lost him.
Call back. Call back.
Yep, go ahead and call back, people. Sorry about that. 805-903-1974. 805-903-1974. We'll try this again. Welcome into Golf Talk Radio.
Hello, this is Jeff Linnell.
Hey.
Jeff.
How are you, gentlemen?
Good.
And ladies?
We're good. We're good. I thought it was pretty rainy over where you are.
It is. It's okay here, but, I'm fairly fortunate at the moment.
Cool. Well, you got to be happy you're in Florida. I thought when you and I were messaging earlier in the week, I thought you might be heading up to the Masters.
I was tempted, but perhaps next year, what's the point of going without you guys there?
So true. So true.
Too nice. Well, we're going.
Yeah,
Next year.
well, I'll try and think around that, but I've got a few exciting things next year, so we'll just have to see. But I wanted to say for the Masters a couple of things. One is it's amazing that the tournament is there and how different people watch. I thought it really strange when you started the show and said that you were up at 5 a.m. When you're used to watching it in England, the back nine on Sunday, you're used to pouring yourself a nice drink at 10 o'clock in the evening and watch till midnight. And it's a different vibe to either being here where it's live or being in California, I guess, where it's mid-afternoon when it finishes.
Yeah.
So you can imagine when the Europeans are doing well, there's a number of bars that are pretty excited getting towards midnight.
I'll bet.
And I remember there's a child, well, not a child, I wasn't old enough, seeing Sandy Lyle hole that putt, which must have been about 10 after midnight.
And he did his little dance.
That's right. That's right. And my parents weren't pleased till I woke them up. But I just thought it was a different outlook. I think the other thing about building the pressure, for somebody like Rory, I wonder how it is on a Tuesday night when he sees the Masters dinner photo, wanting to know you want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, that's
when you think of some of the fantastic players who must look at that, look at somebody like Ernie Els or Greg Norman, when they see it every year. It's a legacy, isn't it, when you're that good?
Yeah, Greg Norman's going, Larry Mize gets to go? I don't.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's too funny. So, Jeff, you probably heard we did our picks from this point forward.
Mm-hmm.
Who we think are going to win? Who we think is going to win? We picked two players. Any thoughts on that yourself? Who do you think's who's gonna take it?
Emotionally, I've got to go for Rory. He's playing well at the moment. He's keeping his head together. And as you said, if it's raining there now, he carries the ball a long way. He's not dependent on run.
Yeah.
And it's a second shot course. And he, if the greens get a bit softer, could just throw darts in there. And that's why Dustin Johnson would also be another potential if he gets wet. I'm not sure how long Patrick Reed is. I think if it stays dry and the ball's running, Patrick Reed would be hard to pass because he's doing well.
Reed's very long.
Is he okay. Really long?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Well, maybe if that's the case, the way this thing shakes out, maybe it ends up being Johnson, McIlroy, Reed, and maybe Leishman at the top with McIlroy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it's going to be the back nine on Sunday. There's going to be a shot somewhere, whether it be a Phil Mickelson out the trees or something, that will be do or die.
Yeah.
And it will change it.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
just don't know who it will be.
So speaking of shots, what to you? We haven't gotten into this yet. A lot of people, a lot of the media, they post online now. The great masters facts, things like that. One of the things that we stumbled upon were the 10 greatest master shots of all time. What we haven't jumped into this yet, Jeff, but do you have a master shot like from your own personal perspective that you think is one of the best?
I think it's there's all the classics obviously, but I think one of them that came from both technique I've just mentioned, Sandy Lyle hitting out of that bunker.
That's mine.
And I think he took 2 blades of sand as he picked it off.
Yeah.
Which evidently he was just unbelievable at doing. I was listening to somebody the other day saying when he was in his prime, even caddies would be amazed that he'd walk in a bunker and they'd almost not need to rake it from where the ball was. It was just his feet.
Wow.
And it's that sort of skill that Sandy had, and it came at the right time, and it won him the Masters.
Appropriate name, huh?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he hit it deep into the green, and it just started trickling back towards the hole. When it come back, it must have been 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, and I think if you look back at it, there was just no sand taken with the club. It's just unbelievable, really. Because there's quite a big face on that bunker at the time.
Oh, it still is. It's huge.
Yeah.
And he must have waggled his club 25 times. I still remember that. He just was preparing for the shot. He just stood over it, stood over it, stood over it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we do know it's uphill if you've been there.
Boy, there's a lot of hills at Augusta.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
way more than it looks on TV.
on
Way
TV.
more.
Yeah,
Way
you don't see that on TV at all. And I was explaining that to somebody the other day. The sections of the greens that are actually flat are probably like a 3x3 square, if there's even that.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, it's just unbelievable the way these guys, the short game and what they have to do, what they have to accomplish to actually get anywhere. As far as scoring.
Saldo used to get his caddy to draw like a piece of cheese from the hole in one direction, and basically that piece of cheese was the only place he could put his ball in, so that he'd have an easy put to the hole.
Gosh, a piece of cheese?
I can't even.
Well, that shape,
wedge.
sort of, getting slightly wider as you come away from the hole, and and he used to say, "I've got to put it in that section." And he worked out on every green for all the pins, because, as you say, the pins are virtually in the same spot every year.
Yeah.
And he had it drawn in his book that he needed to put the ball in that sort of section. And he wasn't looking at the green at all.
Wow, that's fascinating. That's amazing. Well, Jeff, we appreciate
you can see why, can't you? When you go there and you can see that there are no flat parts, you can imagine the caddy plotting, well, if I'm going to have a reasonable putt at this pin, I've got to be in this section.
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. And then the other part is how many of those shots are blind into the greens. There's so many blind shots, second shots into those greens where you can see the flag, but you can't see the green.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that blew me
Nine's
away
like that,
too.
isn't it?
Yeah, it was 9, and then where was it, Nicki, that we were standing at? Was it 8? We were
8?
along 4 and 8, or
Second shot on 8.
5 and 8. Yeah, we saw
Jason Day.
We saw Jason Day hit a wedge from behind a pine tree on below the hole on number 8, with literally a gallery that was arm's length away from him. He hit a wedge through a pine tree, a square hole in a pine tree. It was probably maybe 2 feet wide.
It was crazy.
And he put it right through the hole of the pine tree and on the green.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Over a bunker. It was
crazy.
Unbelievable.
With
and
a rattlesnake wrapped around his leg.
And
gorillas.
there was like drainage ditches down where it was just it was not.
There's always those defining shots that you see that you realize how good those guys really are.
Yeah.
And I suppose the similar one to that is Bubba Watson.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's many people on the planet could have even hit that shot.
I don't think he's from this planet.
I don't either.
He's different.
I think you're
He's
right.
Amazing.
I think you're exactly
He's
right.
a savant.
He is a savant.
Yeah.
But you're right. He totally is.
Yeah.
So the Bubba shot, obviously, I agree totally with you on that, Jeff, especially after being there a couple of years ago. And they've got it marked now where he was. So you can go there and see where he was. And it's like a 90-degree angle. You're like, how does that?
I wasn't even sure how you could chip out from there, let alone hit the green.
I don't know how he did that. I don't understand it.
It's so crazy.
I really didn't understand
He's
that.
a manifester.
Yeah. What about you, Jim? For, Dave has said Sandy Lyle's shot. Jeff said Sandy Lyle's shot. Was there a shot for you, a defining moment, a critical shot from the Masters that you remember where maybe for you or for that actual player?
Well, my emotions in the Nicklaus putt. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes,
That's-
sir.
That's my favorite all time.
That's mine too. That actually is mine as well.
Because of the
From
nostalgia of him coming back.
From the
last
86
time.
Masters?
Yeah, 86 Masters.
That's my favorite. I still have the VHS tape for that, believe it or not.
Do you?
Yeah. I can't watch it
I was going to
anymore.
say, do you have a VHS?
I don't have a VHS anymore, bro. I don't have
We can
a
find you
VCR.
one on Craigslist.
Actually, I still have one.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's cool. Like for me, that was one of the most amazing Masters that I think for me ever. That was incredible. What about you,
That's
Nick?
what we got to
It's
talk
gotta
about.
be-
Best Masters.
Yes.
It's got to
Boy.
be for me Jordan Spieth at 12, the meltdown.
Yeah.
That was talk about a defining moment.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
Sergio'd it.
SG.
Not quite, but
Which, if we get to the back nine, McIlroy's number 10 and his number 12, that come into play
Yeah.
mentally
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
McIlroy
Yeah.
on
to the
10.
last day.
Oh, that was
I know.
sad.
He's got to get past it.
yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah,
Yeah,
ever
that's
been
the
there.
thing. You got to get past those kind of things.
Yeah.
See what happens.
They make a wound in you.
So Reed doesn't have that in his repertoire. That's interesting.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, Jeff, thank you for calling.
All right. Well,
I-
a pleasure to talk to you guys again, and we'll talk again soon. Take care.
Yeah, hopefully
Take care,
let's
Jeff.
hook
Hi,
up
Jeff.
next year at the Masters. I know we tried 2 years ago and we got lost in the crowd.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're trying to organise a bit better this year.
yeah.
Take care.
All right, guy. Thanks.
Goodbye now.
See ya. Bye. All right, that listener Jeff Linnell from the UK. He's over in Florida right now, actually listening to the show live. He listens to the podcast a lot, obviously because of the time difference. But he's picking Rory and Johnson,
He's a nice guy.
McIlroy and Johnson. Yeah,
Jeff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff's
He's a
awesome.
He
great
goes
guy.
way back, huh?
Yeah, they came out. He and his wife came out when Billy and I were still at Avila and Black Lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they came out. They did like a golf thing with us for a little bit, and we had I think we had late afternoon lunch dinner with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was cool.
He's got a
It
great
was-
voice.
Oh, it's awesome, awesome. We're always talking offline. It's really cool. So we're going to take our last break here of the 2018 Saturday's Masters
Really?
show. We've got
Wow.
one more segment left. We come back. We talk about our favorite Masters. Throw out a few other things out there that we think might happen. I got a Masters trivia quiz too for you guys. You throw that out there. So
That'd be fun.
I want to thank Dr. McGowie for sponsoring our PGA Fantasy Tour Golf at PGA Golf or PGAtour.com. You can visit that anytime and join our group. It's absolutely free to play. Fantasy Golf with Mike and Billy on PGAtour.com. And McGalley Health Group sponsored the contest, gives away a sleeve of balls to the winner every week for all 52 weeks of the year. You can visit healthyslowcounty.com for Dr. McGowie's group, or call them directly, 805-461-8822, 805-461-8822. If you're having sciatica issues, you're having different issues as far as mobility and stuff like that, I can personally vouch for Dr. Ryan. He's done an amazing job for me, especially with sciatica issues I had about 3 years ago. I haven't had them since. So check out Dr. Ryan, 805-461-8822. And we also want to thank our partners, the contests that are going on with Pass Robles Inn and Orange Whip Golf. Go to golftalkradio.com and find out how you can enter for free. And then, of course, Miss Nicki Anderson, Realtor.
Good job.
Thank you.
Not a fake Turk.
And yes,
Realtor.
a Realtor and broker associate. Give her a call. You want to list a home. You're looking to buy a home. Nicki will help you out. She does a great job. Many. You've had many awards, right? Realtor awards.
Yeah, Realtor of the Year. Yeah.
Awesome, man. She'll treat you guys right. Get it done. What? Flying Mike. And give her a call at 805-235-3327. That's 805-235-3327. We'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy right here on the Golf Talk Radio Network.